This Friday on Xbox. Halo 2 and Halo 3 are being remade. Fortnite is getting sidekicks. And Silent Hill 2 has been leaked thanks to the ESRB.
But you forgot that videotape we made.
How do you know about that?
What's up, internet? This is Faceless Samurai here with another amazing day of Xbox news. It's Friday, October 31st, so Halloween. I wasn't sure if I was going to make it or not, as I have to leave very shortly with my kids for Halloween, but here I am recording this just before I head out. So hopefully I'll be able to edit all of this just as I come back from getting all the candies that my kids deserve this year. And then as they're eating their candies, I'll be back editing and pushing this out. So it's going to be a bit later than usual. So as you're seeing this, just know that I've recorded this much earlier. Hopefully I didn't miss any news. It's still like afternoon here, but sometimes if I miss some stuff, it's no big deal. I guess we'll be able to report on it on Monday. So we'll start off with the big rumor from Leaks Infinite on the X. If I get it's not much of a thing here to read, but Halo 2 and Halo 3 are being remade with Sprint, just like the campaign evolved remaster of Halo 1. It won't have multiplayer, only campaigns. Multiplayer is going to be kept for the sequel to Halo Infinite, and this is with no ETA, so no time or any idea of when it's going to be released. And this is coming from the same leak that gave him the information about the Halo 1 remake. So probably a very safe bet. And this would make sense, as if they're bringing Halo 7, we're guessing that's, or whatever it's going to be called, we're guessing it's pretty far away, in the making, with all the scrambling that they've been having at Halo Studios. So probably pushing remasters in the meantime gets people up to date, with the biggest titles, I guess, in the franchise itself, which are Halo 2 and Halo 3. So it's really going to help getting those PS5 players, and maybe Switch 2, we don't know, up to the players up to date to get the big release to continue the story later on. Then we move on and we get Silent Hill 2 here, remaster, which we know has been released over a year ago on PS5 and PC, has now had an ESRB listing, which means it's most likely coming out soon for Xbox Series S and X. Now, the good people at Epic have found a new way to make money with us. Here is the Fortnite Sidekicks tutorial video. So now you can get pets in game. Obviously, as you're playing this, it would be pretty crazy, I'm guessing, to have pets all over the place. So I think the way it works is that you don't see your enemies' pets, so it keeps it clearer, and it's just for yourself. But still, after the shoes, and the dances and all the stuff that they have now, they're adding pets. Just another way for you to spend your V-Bucks, and just in time for the Game Pass Ultimate perks, which are going to give you a Fortnite crew on a monthly basis, which means you're going to get an extra 1,000 V-Bucks to spend. So I guess it makes a lot of sense that this is happening at the exact same time. 30-something million people with Game Pass Ultimate, or maybe 28 or something, just getting that extra 1,000 V-Bucks to spend on a monthly basis. It's going to be a good timing with those sidekicks here to get those V-Bucks flowing. Xbox Game Pass is adding over 63 million titles. So if you're a xCloud member, here, thanks to True Achievements, we learned that there are over 60 titles being added. You can look at the list here. So there's a bunch of different titles. If you're interested, head on over to trueachievements.com. Quick update here on Final Fantasy 14 coming from their Blue Sky account. Fashion enjoyers, this one is for you. From patch 7.4 onward, you'll be able to equip any glamours regardless of your class/job. So I'm not a big Final Fantasy 14 player. I played a bit, but I haven't really kept up with any of this. And so it seems that your cosmetics are unlockable no matter what class or job that you play. And I'm guessing a bunch of those are pretty paid cosmetics. So it's nice to know that you can mix and match however you want with the money that you've spent. Battlefield 6 reclaims number 1 as EA dominates the European charts, coming from Christopher Dring on the game Business. Now, Battlefield 6 has taken number 1 spot on the European charts, but in terms of Xbox games, we know that Ninja Gaiden 4 as well as Outer Worlds 2 didn't chart on the units charts. However, in terms of revenue, Ninja Gaiden 4 has charted. Let me zoom in here a little bit. In terms of revenue, we have Ninja Gaiden 4 at number 6, and we have Outer Worlds 2 at number 9. And this is the week ending October 26th. Obviously, this is only counting most likely revenues from the premium edition of Outer Worlds 2, as that was the one that was available to buy due to the early access period if you own the premium edition. Coming from Night Dive Studios, as was kind of hinted at yesterday as an October announcement, the Turok 2 Seeds of Evil remaster is getting a Xbox Series S and X patch. So this game is now updated with, I'm guessing, it doesn't mention here in detail, but either higher resolution or a higher frame rate as well, or a mix of both, I'm guessing. So if you already own it like I do, check this out. It looks like a free patch. I don't think you have to rebuy this because I already own it. And as we can see here, it says optimized for Series S and X, and it's still ready to install as I had bought it previously. So I'm guessing it's a free patch for everyone who already owns this title. We move on to videocards.com, and you might be asking why. Well, here's the thing. Xbox recently released in partnership with Asus the ROG Xbox Ally handheld. And this is important because the lower end version, which has the Z2A APU, uses RDNA 2, and AMD has announced that they will stop driver support, or at least game optimizations, for RDNA 1 and 2, and now focusing only on 3 and 4. So what this means, like the Z2 Extreme version, so the Ally X, is using RDNA 3.5, so that one is still good. But the base version is going to lose game optimizations, which means newer releases and won't be optimized as well, which means they might have like more slowdowns or more bugs, and stuff like that. So just a thing to know. Maybe Asus with Microsoft is going to work on something for a longer support period, because they just released this, and they're not the only ones. There's a bunch of other platform holders like OEMs, like Lenovo, for example, has released devices using these APUs. So I'm guessing they don't want them to lose support either. So I know that the manufacturers are going to be pushing patches for this, but just know that AMD won't be supporting it anymore. Coming from the Wario64 Blue Sky account, Condemned Criminal Origins has apparently been delisted from Xbox. So if you haven't bought this before, you're maybe out of luck. Wondering if there's a remaster, maybe possibly in the making. If you go on the Xbox website though, it's not available separately anymore to buy. So this is quite unfortunate, but it is what it is. Happens quite often. This is a pretty old game. A lot of people had already put their hands on it anyway at this point in time. But if you're on PC, I think you can still buy it from the usual places like cdkeys.com, which is now loaded.com. Arc Raiders having just been released, they have announced their roadmap for 2025. So there's going to be extra map coming out, extra community events in November and December, new Arc machines that will challenge your adaptability and tactical planning, new weapons and gadgets, new quests, and a bunch of bug fixes. Obviously, they have this little pic here with whatever it is that they're doing. So head on over to the arcraiders.com website if you want the lowdown on all the nitty gritty on the upcoming Arc Raiders content. And to finish this off, I will not go through all of this, or I will just, I guess, quickly glance at it. But we have the latest launch trailers and pre-order trailers on the official Xbox channel. Tales of Xillia Remastered. We have Paw Patrol Rescue Wheels. We have the Truck Driver Dutch Connection launch trailer, as well as the Monster Hunter 3 Twisted Reflections pre-order trailer. And obviously this week on Xbox, which does a recap of the whole week with what happened straight from Xbox's studio. So if you want to check that out as well, little 8 minutes recap of the whole week if you're not in a hurry and you want to take your time and see what you might have missed. And with that, I will be leaving you guys. I gotta head out and go get myself Actually, I shouldn't say that. I'm heading out getting some candies, but at the same time, as you're watching the video, I'm already back from the getting candies and I'm pretty eating them already. And I hope you guys had a nice Halloween as well, or I guess a scary Halloween, I should say. And I'll see you guys on Monday. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in 2 short days. Have a nice weekend.